folks. For the OGs that did a dime, came back around on parole.
For the homegirls with the scrap game.
Lil' homies that gang bang, from Pelican Bay to YA. Rearrange your mind frame. Yeah, I know what you been through. Shit you had to go tend to. Your mama gave birth on the turf. I
was the founder. I created Conan Pocket in my mother's garage.
I had a lot of, lifting weights, and I was on swole. They start calling me Big Miz.
Kev Mac video. You know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video. Open your soul.
This is only the beginning.
All these Pirus outside of Compton, did they just claim it? Did people move from Compton to other hoods? How did they become Piru when LA was more of a Blood or Brampton?
Well, good question, because you know what? For a long time, people from other cities just thought Pirus was what everybody was. For a long time, they thought that way, because up north thought everybody down here was Pirus, and we had a thing, man. That little Piru street we had that I live on. It was like all the pictures come from LA to fight us. So it was like, man, they be all out. You look on the walls all over LA. You know what I'm saying? Watch everywhere. Fuck Piru. Fuck Piru. That's all you see on the walls. Even on the west side, you see fuck Piru. You know what I'm saying? They put it down. So actually, they put us on the map. You know what I mean? And it just so happened, man, that we was one of the sets that they really got interested in focusing on and trying to eliminate. Because not only did we all used to have a truce together and attend parties and shit together, every other set that joined with the Crips put Crip at the end of their name. And we didn't do that. Otherwise, we didn't have two homeboys, Bodacious, that's Puddin older brother, and Sockeye, Puddin oldest brother. They were claiming to be Piru Crips because they had girlfriends over there in Mona Park. You see what I'm saying? And you might hear somebody sometimes say, y'all used to be Piru Crips. But Piru Street and all our neighborhood never did turn and use Crip at the end of our sentence, you know what I'm saying? When we announced ourselves. So I said Piru here, and the Christians say Crip here. And that became a situation where a lot of conflict was beginning to brew, because they would always ask us, man, why y'all got to always say Piru? We are Crips. And sooner or later, man, it was announced. We're not Crips, we're Piru. And y'all niggas look, we letting y'all run with us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit. In turn, we would say the same thing back. Y'all niggas, depending on the situation where we was at. Because if they got way out there on the west side somewhere, they but 25 of us. You know what I'm saying? Man, shit like some buku, thousands of them. We take that in stride. You know what I'm saying? But we let them know that, nah, man, ain't nobody saving nobody. We all doing this together, man. It was inevitable, man, that somebody was gonna say something that was gonna spark this, spark the separation, man.
Do you know how or when Pacoima Piru started?
2 days. Okay, now. No, man, I really can't pinpoint that year. I had to do some research on that myself.
Okay, how about Bloodstone Piru?
That I heard that in the 80s. I can't pinpoint the exact dates of those either the year, but I know for a fact they didn't come into effect with us and as homies until like in the 80s or something like that.
As far as you know, was there ever any indication of conflict with Pacoima Piru being blood or bloodstones being Piru?
Oh man, a lot of misinformed homies, or so-called homies, eventually got to the point where their concept was not in the same mental stage as ours. You know, the people that actually put the protocol together, and they start, I could say, being outlaws with their beliefs. You know what I mean? Because at first, everything kind of was solid, and then people started getting reputations, their own particular reputations, and got so much into themselves that it didn't matter what the elders said, some of them, and they would have to make their own, name, even if it meant flexing our rules. You understand what I'm saying? Going against the grain, And like a lot of things that happened since then, like we made a certain little, I say, camaraderie in prisons on paper because of people not having the heart or not performing well when they go out there on the line, main line, you know what I'm saying? And they punk the game when it's time for them to become soldiers, and everybody has to commit to that act, and understand that there'll be severe consequences if you fail to perform. With that being said, it kind of rejuvenated the brothers, but then again, as time went on, and no longer became really necessary for that, those particular things that were designed to bring us all together, some people took it as a way of having power and distort, the concept of us from the beginning. And, once you get used to having a certain power, you don't want to surrender that power, and you carry it on, and you make yourself different from the original script. And that's what brought the corruptness here amongst us. You know what I mean? Just like once you can walk the line now, once we done paved the way and opened the door for you, you know what I mean? You no longer need us to protect you, because now you can learn through our examples how to maintain, your soldierism in prison. So what you see now, man, is a follow the leader type shit. Anybody putting anybody on some shit. You know what I mean? It's just like if my name was I'm a Johnson, and I know you're from the Johnson bloodline. We both Johnsons. There's no way in the world I'm going to kill my own people if we all represent the same family tree. You see what I'm saying? And it's absurd for me to see that people overlook the fact that even though they might have the same name, like you both might be Bloods, or you both might be Pirus, or you both might be whatever hood that you represent, it's on either way to go. Y'all killing each other under the same name. And that within itself validates the fact that somebody is on a personal trip. You understand what I'm saying? They have a position that they're reckless driving. See what I'm saying? They're not qualified drivers, but to sustain and hold on to that position, they do it by any means necessary, even if it means killing people up under the same name. And see, that's not love. And anybody participate in that is also opportunists that's jumping on a situation where they can empower themselves and not have to go through a protocol because of what they now believe to be their laws. You know what I mean? But up under the same name. And I don't understand why people don't wake up and see that's not the thing. Just like Crips, do it to Crips. Bloods, do it to Bloods. Pirus, do it to Pirus. It don't make sense. You shouldn't even be Piru no more, and you shouldn't be Crips no more. If you go kill a Crip, or you go kill a Piru, same gang killing each other.
Internal conflict.
Yeah, internal conflict. That's the better words. Internal conflict. But then again, but to wash it all out, black on black, period. You know what I mean?
Would it be safe to say because Piru Street was in Compton, that Compton was more reserved for Piru and LA for blood or brown?
Actually, I never viewed that like that, although, you know, Compton does have this claim of ownership of the deeds to the land. You know what I'm saying? It has to. They're the motherland. It's the motherland, Piru, especially Piru Street. You know, but we're not going to be strong on Piru Street without the neighborhood. You know what I mean? So it all, you know what I mean? It's deals in Compton, of course it does. And you know, it's a lot of proud people knowing that they're from the original script, but it doesn't make it less potent.
Wow.
You understand? Than anybody who's not from Compton and claim Piru. So, you know, being lethal is being lethal. Look at that. What part of the city you're from? You're Piru. But I just understand, man, and those that follow behind these so-called OGs that ain't putting it down where if there are laws, you understand me, for any homie from the same neighborhood, and that's on both sides, red and blue, to kill another one with the same last name. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. No, actually, it's pretty much the same names. And the OGs who allow that to continue to happen and support it, there's something wrong, man, with that OG. You need to check that out because, you know, in the beginning, that's what this whole thing was designed for. So now that a guy got a chance to have his turn of being a leader, he's corrupting the youngsters and supporting them because now he got somebody catering to his cause and shit. See, we didn't do that back in the day. You know, ours was real, for real shit, man. And the Crips didn't do that back in the day. You know what I mean? It's just that time when people stopped wanting to let one person glorify something, and they took over. It's just, I don't know what they think was going on, but ours wasn't glorifying. We was always shorter than the Crips, so we were serious, more serious. I think, not to take them from the Crips, I think we were a little more serious as far as being together, but we had to. You know, the fear of the Crips made us stick together. You understand what I'm saying? See, that's what brought all the Bloods together. The fear. You know what I'm saying? Fear brought us together. Now, once we develop a certain amount, let's say emancipation, emancipation, I guess, and learned, and you felt that as bad as you thought it was, if you stand up and fight, once we learned that, man, we feel as though now we don't have to really be tight with nobody else no more.
Did you know Eddie Watts from Brim or Apple Hats?
No, I never met Eddie Watts.
Okay. You knew Larry Watts though, right?
I heard of Larry Watts.
Ain't that Tam?
Larry Colin Watts, as a matter of fact.
Okay. When did you meet Tam? A lot of people want to know about Tam.
I met Tam, I say maybe about 69.
Okay, so before you became a Piru, you met Tam.
Yeah.
Tam was a Piru already, or y'all started?
No, listen, man. I'm going to get something straight with you guys right now. We were in a Piru gang until the incident with the Crips. A lot of people from Piru Street, been on Piru Street. A lot of people moved to Piru Street during the time the gang was already in effect. But there was no gang. You understand what I'm saying? The gang didn't form until that fight at Centennial.
In 72?
Yeah, now me, LB, and Ralph, and Lil Vince, and sometimes Tam, Puddin wasn't on Powder Street then. He just moved over there. His family hadn't moved over there. They were still in Watts, on Cotton Avenue, somewhere on 110th, something like that. But we used to go skating and stuff like that. And from that point forward, because we had the only street name as far as in the numbers, like 134th, then Piru Street, no, 134th, 135th, then Piru. So our street was on like the only street name from El Segundo to Rosecrans, right? And we became Piru boys. At least supposed to do that because that was the street, named Piru right there. And everything else was like numbers: 136, 137, 138, and so forth to get to Rosecrans. And that's why we did that because we had a lot of prolific people on my street. We had some heavy hitters on my street. So even when I was on Powder Street, because I used to go there on weekends all the time, I ran around Washington and Bulldog. You see what I'm saying? I was a Crip. But when we got to the incident with Richard Miles, I kind of didn't like the way it was turning. Because I had love both of Raymond, Bulldog, and Richard and Juggy. Shit, man, we all tight. And my concept was, my whole idea was trying to get us all together and unite. We was already heavy with numbers, but damn, if we had Richard and them too, we'd be phenomenal.
Yeah, wouldn't have had nobody to fight.
No. We can go everywhere we want to. See, what we were doing was stacking up brothers. That's the beginning of what we were doing for show. Because we used to ask you, give you a fair question. Crip, what you're going to do, be Crips or what? You understand what I'm saying? If you're smart, you join up with us. You see, and shit. All that did was give us more people. And that's how we was picking people up, man. Like a fire touched another bush, and it turned into a fire, and just to get bigger, 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 bigger. The Crips got so damn huge. But then there were those that rebelled. And by the time, when we first began it, I was shit. Wanted Richard to see me walking with all these cats, because I was trying to intimidate him, challenge his leadership and nothing, but I wanted him to see it. And damn, now I'm going to introduce Raymond and Richard. Like I said, man, my mindset, I was naive and didn't recognize that Richard was already an established leader in his own right, him and Juggy. And Raymond had just become leader of the Crips and shit. And in order for them, Raymond and Bulldog, to accept Richard and Juggy, somebody had to be number two. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm sure neither one of them was going to, now I look at it, neither one of them was going to surrender their number one status.
So, tell me about your relationship with Tam.
Oh man, Tam was my boy, man. See, that's another thing about us, man, back in the day. The love we had with the guys that I run with then were like Tam, Lorenzo, Lil Vince, Brother Ralph, Puddin when he moved over there, Crazy James, Sugar Man, Gerald Johnson, Darty, Otis LZ, all them cats, man. We really loved each other, man. Like one of us came up with a car. We all jumped in that one car, especially if it was plain Jane, like a regular Chevy, and we ride around still somebody else's Chevy and fix your car. Anytime somebody got a car, we all go take something, make lowride each other's car. And if we all had extra rims or anything like that, we wouldn't sell it on each other. You know what I mean? We didn't sell them to each other. We had hydraulics or whatever, we put it on your car. And that's just what it was. It wasn't no jealousy among us. You know what I mean? So I started driving Cadillacs and shit back in the day, but shit. The lowriders, man.
They was jealous of your Cadillac?
Oh man, I had a few people doing that, but no, I couldn't really too much detect jealousy because I wasn't flamboyant, I wasn't trying to be better than nobody. And plus I was gangbanging. I was a gangbanger, looking like a pimp.
Where does Puddin come in at in this relationship?
Oh, Puddin moved over there and this was how he got very popular because of a situation that a lot of people witnessed back there. I don't want to bring that up. He's gone anyway, but rest in peace. But as they know he's a shooter because of a situation. And I'm gonna do like that because of a situation, and
Yeah, those that know, know.
and all the Rips saw this. They was all together. You know what I'm saying? Because they, instead of fighting the crew, one of us pulled out a weapon and shot the person, and he died. So here's some people's names grow from that, and you know, well, we know who the shooters is. You know what I'm saying? So no matter when somebody got shot now, they like blaming on Puddin. You know, they just know Puddin did it. You know.
So Puddin moved to the block after you was already there?
And Puddin came over in 72.
Okay. Do you know where Puddin moved from?
Watts, by the Nixon Gardens.
Okay. Came from Watts to Piru Street in 72. Was he older than you or same age?
I'm same age.
Okay. Was all of them your age?
No, his brother was older than me. Saka and Bobalouie, both of them was older than me. Bobalouie was in YA when Puddin and his family moved over there. He got out of 72.
We hear about all these fighters from different neighborhoods. Who was the fighters on Piru Street?
Our most prolific fighter that was going to school with us was Sugar Man Nelson. Sugar Man.
What happened to him?
He ended up going to the NFL, playing for Washington Redskins and Seattle Seahawks.
Is he still alive today?
Yeah, he is.
Still alive.
His brother just passed away. His older brother was the hog, Jerry Nelson. And then we had the one we all imitated, Harold Bowens. He wasn't like he was we used to call him the president, but his older brother Mickey was the man. You know, he one kept us all held us on check, like as far as keeping the block right. You know what I mean? But other than that, though, they didn't game man. But Harold took some time out with us and went to parties with us and shit. Based out. Yeah.
So your block was all black families?
Basically. No, the next door to me was a white family. Yeah, when I first got there in the early 60, about 63, it was white.
63?
63, 62, it was white.
How about 69, 70?
Saying, no, it was gone. White guys, it was gone.
Mm-hmm. What more can you tell me about Tam and Puddin? And I'm pretty much done.
But no, see, their reputation got real big, man. I mean, it's just like we used to go downtown Compton, and I guess we made it what it was. I guess the Crips that became like the Granny part with Mac and all them. They were laying low anyway to become somebody other than someone who was showing their fear for us, because we used to catch them and jack them and I know Tam, I know Puddin. You know what I'm saying? They should just rest on the fact that we was a gang. But some kind of way they solidified through Mac and whatever other influences that came with that. Said they ain't gonna be no punks no more. You know what I'm saying? And shit, they start writing fuck power on the wall. I start seeing it over there. You know what I mean? I start seeing all kinds of shit like that. But other than that, man, Tam and Puddin names was always one of the names people call out. But especially Puddin because of the situation he got into before. But then, some kind of way, you know, people started feeling though that foul play be done, you know, and you saw kind of accusations and shit that's out there now. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna bring them up, but like I said, I had people bring me their weapons, turn in their weapons to me because of the fear of repercussions had they decided to serve somebody with something that they really believe from their heart they deserve to have because of the diarrhea they had in their mouth. See, a lot of times people would enjoy claiming shit like 187s and shit like that because it makes them look like killers. But then once their name pops up so many times, the police start to investigate that shit. And then the police is sharp. They start manipulating that person. Since he's claiming it, Now that you're claiming it, we might as well prosecute because we got you on tape. We got somebody else there. We got investigators that heard you say it. But we know you didn't do it.
Tell us who did.
So we know that you know who did. So if you don't feel like going through a whole lot of shit, even if you beat it, it's going to be some years. You're going to be going back and forth. Going through a whole lot of shit. You might not get out of jail until you get through completing this court proceedings. And it's him. And it's been situations like that, man, that you put a whole lot of trust in someone, and you love them and shit. You know what I mean? And it's disappointing. And everybody that claims to be a hardcore person is not actually as hardcore as you think they are, and can't take that heat, man. When kids are kind of hot on them, they don't want no more parts of it. And especially during that time, too many bloods that want to go, who we call bloods now, they wasn't bloods then. Too many people that were anti-Crip gang members did not want to go to jail and hit no juvenile hall or no county jail. Because when you go there, you don't see nobody compatible with your neighborhood. And if you did, they scattered out. They're like decorations on the wall. But the wall is all you really see. And the wall is the Crips. See what I'm saying? The decorations ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as in numbers. And you can recognize somebody and call their name, that like this, put his finger in there, don't. You know what I'm saying? Because he with this dude. You know what I'm saying? And he going, guess what? Cuz. So you say it won't happen. So you, it was kind of bad. It was really bad. I ain't gonna lie to you, but for a long time, a lot of us got wake-up calls because all that power we generated from the streets ceased to exist when you go to jail.
So let me ask you how you met Icky Dawson and what was his significance to Piru?
I met Icky Dawson back in 72 as well. Actually, Icky had a fondness of us because he tried to stay right there on the other side of the canal, but it wasn't like as far as over to the front hood side. It was like a little piece of it by the park, Gonzales Park. And they stayed right there for a little while. And he took a liking to Piru. Real liking. Particularly LB. And they were real tight, man. LB was crazy about that boy, man. Icky seemed like he had a lot of heart and head going on, man. Unfortunately, with that situation,
did he hook you up with the looters part?
Yeah, he did.
So he's the glue to...
He was the one that delivered the message. See, like I said, man, Piru just wasn't known on our side of the town. When we go over, like when we used to go over the Crip grannies, when it was before there was Crips and anything like that, and we act like we was gonna jump on somebody, they said, "I know Bobalouie, I know Puddin, I know Tam." You know, said they do that, right? And sometimes we get past it, sometimes we didn't. You know, but News Park, same thing. Everybody heard of Puddin Tam. You know what I mean? It did, because of incidents, certain incidents that happened. And first thing they call out one of our names. But they said call out Puddin name more than anybody's. Because Puddin was real loud and boisterous. You know what I'm saying? And shit. You knew Puddin. He's a big mouth. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, even him couldn't stomach really going to jail at first. You know what I'm saying? Because we knew the situation when you go to jail, what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people weren't really prepared mentally to go through that. You know what I'm saying?
How about Bartender?
That's Joey Thomas.
How did y'all meet and what was his significance?
Bartender was, he was a pretty boy, but he was a gangster. Bartender had a style, man, that was gangster. You know what I mean? He was cool. When you used to see, he was the business. Bartender part-time. Both of them was, you know, I love them. I love them, period. Especially part-time. And with bartender, I love them both, man. Me and bartender used to compete for the girls, though, but bartender, you know, yeah, he's hardcore, and he's a good graffiti artist.
What set was he from?
He's from Lewis Park.
He used to write Lewis Park on the wall?
Yeah, but he used to write is East Side, Piru, Bartender. But the way he wrote Bartender, man, no unmistakably, he was his graphics. And part-time did the same thing. They kind of like decorated the neighborhoods. I mean, and their shit was so tight. A lot of people who lived in those houses they were writing on, but they didn't in a hurry correct the situation and get this shit took off their wall. It was kind of cool till they found out what the East Side Piru was, and then trying to figure it out. But it was nice. They liked the graphics. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But shit, once they found out what it was all about, that shit started coming out kind of fast.
Did you know Killer Wayne?
I know Killer Wayne. Killer Wayne and Killer Watt.
What set would you give him?
You know, he would claim Fruit Town, and he would claim Killer Wayne. What Killer Wayne you talking about? Because there's one Killer Wayne that's from T-Top.
Oh no, that's.
We got
okay.
Killer Wayne. What you call Killer Wayne from Willow? Willow Street Killer Wayne. So you say, I'm telling you, see, I know. Don't get me twisted. I know everybody. I know Killer Wayne from Fruit Town. I know Killer Wayne from T-Top, and I know Killer Wayne from Willow. So you talking about Willow, who later became Santana. Okay, exactly. I understand.
So you knew him in the early days, early 70s?
I know Killer Wayne. Of course.
He started Midtown Crips?
I know he started Willow Street.
Was Willow Street Crips at the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the only little hood right there. You know what I'm saying? That I had to go through to get to this part. Other than that there, everything was a little east side. Willow Street kind of like interfered a little bit. But other than that though, before I went to YTS, all the east side was east side. And wasn't no Crips at Panis and Atlantic Drive and Kelly Park and all that. Because Kelly Park was Piru's. Turtle was their leaders. You know what I mean? And Panis, all that's just Piru. Then Southside came in when I was gone. But I got out, man, I said, damn, we got some Crip sets over here. I couldn't believe it. Especially on the Atlantic side. You know what I'm saying? Because right this side, across this is that right here, on Conner Boulevard, Orlando, whatever, back that way, Atlantic Drive. And you come over this side, what's now called Limehood or whatever. Actually, man, that was all east side Piru, Lewis Park. You know what I mean? Everything was Lewis Park. Mob was Lewis Park. You know what I'm saying? Everything. But now, people have a tendency, man, just start changing shit, especially when that Death Row shit, the Silver and them came out, man.
Killer Martin, you way early, man.
She told me about between 12 and 1.
That's what he said?
They said between 12 and 1. I said, I get out there about 12:30 then.
I bet he ain't gonna be
Yeah, that's why.
2 o'clock. That's AC Bobalouie.
What's up, man?
Killer Martin. I don't know if you've seen his interview. Yeah, I'll get to you 1 second, Killer Martin. What was we talking about? Icky Dawson, or we finished that? No, we was talking about Killer Wayne.
Yeah.
Did y'all have any run-ins with Killer Wayne?
Well, actually, it probably would have been on site, but he wasn't my focus, my primary focus during the time. So when I got out, man, there's one dude that I really wanted, man, bad as anybody. That was Curtis Patrick, because of Crazy Squirrel. You know what I mean? I want him bad because, you know what I mean? We used to run together, be together. You see what I'm saying? We was boys. And for that to happen to Ray. And I tried to catch him in juvenile hall. That's during the time I had to fight with James Miller from Harlem.
Curtis Patrick was from Oaks Park, right?
Yeah, he stayed on McDivitt. But he had a bad assistant named, beautiful assistant named Belinda Patrick. And East Side girls, the two pretty ones, prettiest girls over there probably was Belinda Patrick and Cynthia Dunn. And Helen Hayes. Oh shit. Man, Cynthia, that's her sister. Margot and Pat. It was some fine ass girl. But Curtis, on the other hand, that was my boy. We always used to be together all the time. Me, Curtis, Russell, Crazy Squirrel. we was like, I mean, we was together. And I didn't see that coming. And it happened, man.